Welcome back to the 2023 Tire Rack One Lap of America, presented by Grassroots Motorsport Magazine, with coverage brought to you by Hooked on Driving. And there was actually one of our sponsors walking away from the Parts Farm. Hello, Rob.
Trying to sneak away.
I know, we caught you.
Quietly.
We caught you. This is a terrible job of walking away quietly. We are here at the famed Nelson Ledges Road Course here in, Nelson, Ohio, right? Or where is it? Garrettsville, Ohio. Why is everything called Nelson then?
I don't know. I guess Nelson used to live here.
Nelson. From like The Simpsons Nelson? Months?
No, I think Nelson, like the band,
Maybe. So let's go for a little walk this morning and we'll tell you about what's going on. And today we're going to split up the broadcast a little bit differently, try and bring you guys a couple of different angles here. So Brian is going to be running the YouTube live stream. I'm going to shoot over to the Instagram, so this way we can bring you guys some more diverse coverage. I'll be a little more in the pit area, walking around, talking with people, and Brian will be trackside. So this way he can bring you the action that way. And we will see if the rain holds out for a little bit. It is definitely going to rain. As you can see, we have some standing water. The track is very, very green and a bit dusty this morning. But at least there's no oil down. So the ground is wet, and if any competitors get stuck out there, Brock and I in the flag meeting this morning, the safety meeting, have let them know that we're just going to keep people out there for a while if they do get stuck. So that should hopefully keep drivers in check. This is the first track event that we have for this year so far. So why don't we keep walking so this way we can get to the front so Brian can take you through to the first green flag here, right? So we'll walk. This is our first real road course event of the year. Good morning, gentlemen. And what this is going to do is really set the order for the rest of the week. Yes, we did a skid pad yesterday. Yes, we did a come on, they're lining on. So let's get a move on. Yes, we did a skid pad. Yes, we did the autocross yesterday. However, that doesn't really give us an indication of team performance overall. So that's what today is. We're going to sort out, see who's going to be fast, see who wishes they went faster, and see who's going to have to climb the rankings throughout the week. Huh? We found Rob again. Again, Parts Farm sponsoring our trophies for this year, so feel free to go on to partsfarm.com. And another sponsor entry, Grassroots Motorsport Magazine, Andy Hollis. Good morning, Andy.
Morning, gentlemen.
Andy, the Mandy today, hopefully going to do well. There you go.
Hopefully it stays dry for us all, so everybody gets at least one dry session.
That's nice and kind of you to think that way, but I don't know if that's going to work.
A man can dream, right?
Man can dream.
So, but yeah, I love this track.
Awesome. So we are going to head on over to the grid now. As you can see, cars lined up. Steve Loudon. First, a couple groups here since we're here. Right, going over. Well, we are already here. Good day. Oh. Okay there. Brock, of course, giving people instruction, letting them know what to do, what not to do. Morning. And while we got a couple minutes while the cars are circulating, let's take a look at something really neat. I mean, we've seen splitters, we've seen wings, but close your door, man. Get out. You're blocking the shot. God, drivers. So look at it. So you talk about neat aero. I mean, if anybody watches Formula One this weekend, they're obviously Miami. Today, I think they're racing, right? And you look at the cars close up, you will see something very, very similar. So who did this phenomenal work for you, Chris?
This is all from Zebulon Motorsport Consulting out in Colorado.
Zebulon Motorsport Consulting in Colorado. Awesome.
They make custom aero parts. They did the rear wing mounts on this thing, which I take 2 bolts out and you can rock the wing back, still get into the hatch. I didn't have to cut anything, didn't have to drill anything, and the wing's chassis mounted to the car.
That's awesome.
It's really awesome. They 3D scanned everything.
But it looks really good too. So very cool. But thanks for showing us, and we'll catch up with you a little later to tell us about it. Alrighty, so here we go. We are getting ready for the green flag to drop. for the first run session to start of the day. We're going to traipse over. Here we go. There goes the Tesla. Let's get up on the, why don't we go up that way so we can see a little more, right? Well, we got one Supra out of the way.
Oh, you want to go up?
Yeah, why don't you go up there? This way you can see everything mo better. Mo better. We have another Supra out in the way. Good. And we have Tomo. Down there. All right. Let me show everybody kind of lined up right now. Full chat. Silent but deadly. Oh, and Brock went oops. Supra, however, Andrew Brownfield certainly shown what that car is capable of. As you see the rest of our field lining up, get ready to go. Good morning. Thanks for joining us this morning. Here we go, Tomo. Stretching the legs on that Porsche. Really getting a brick in a straight line. Hey, Brock, smile. Hey, Dave, smile. Brock and Dave's excellent adventure. Okay, well, you know, you're all right. So it's pulling the gap on him a bit, using all the track. Good job, Andrew. Brownie's cooking, isn't he? And it does seem. Little wiggle under braking, but I'm noticing the Supra is braking a bit less. They are obviously a bit lighter than the Tesla. Yeah. But let's see what the Porsche does here with Tomo. Curious to see the braking points here. A little more, but he stays on the brake a little longer, trailing it in, but it is a Porsche, so you might have to really get it to rotate well and stay steady. Yeah. Taking the checkered flag, the planet one racetrack at a time, according to them. That seemed to not on full chat, did it? Coming across the line. It sounded like something might be not working correctly there. Civil Toyota is not the last vehicle. The Porsche is the last vehicle, no?
Yes.
Yeah, Tomo's the last vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Corner workers need to pay attention. There we go. Alrighty, so I'm going to hand you over to Brian while I go try and find out what is going on there, because that seemed to be a little down on power.
I just wanted to see this clear behind the last driver. No clear. But just for you guys, so you know when one group's off and one group's coming on, I'm going to keep you abreast to let you know. They're going to be in run groups of 4, and I'll let you know if when they come out. Roger that. 4, 6, 36. 36. 4, 6, 6.
So we are just waiting for the next group to head out. We got the Tesla coming into the pits. We got the Bimmer World BMW headed out first, followed by the Michelin Corvette. And then after the Michelin Corvette, we've got the Goodyear Camaro. So we've got we got battles of the tire manufacturers. There's Chris in the Evora. So any of you that may be new to one lap, what they're doing right now is they get one side-in lap, and they will stop back here at start finish, and then they'll get the green flag to start their 3 laps. They will put about a 15-second or so buffer in between, and that tries to eliminate on-track passing. You don't see the on-track passing too much in these earlier fast run groups, but as we progress through the run groups, you may actually see some on-track passing and multiple on-track passes. But they do that 15-second buffer to really just kind of eliminate that from happening. Then we got the Bimmer World car coming up to the line. And once Chris Mayfield shows up in the Evora, they will release the cars on track.
Got everybody right? 36, 4, 6, 23.
Goodyear Camaro down and away. And next up will be Chris Mayfield and his Evora. With all that space age carbon fiber on it. Looking out on the back side of the track, I can see the Bimmer World BMW getting ready to take the last corner and filter back onto the front stretch. And indeed, here he is right now, finishing up his first of 3 laps. Corvette from Michelin finishing lap 1, and here comes the Goodyear Camaro. Chris finishing up his first of 3 laps. Well, Tim, this is actually the second run group. First run group, if you missed it, was Andrew in the Tesla, Brownie in the blue Supra. Then we had the silver Supra, and followed up by Tomo in the Porsche. And here comes Chris Mayfield finishing lap number 2. Next time you see the field come around, they'll be getting the checkered, finishing up their morning session here at Nelson. And if you notice, Nelson is a little bit narrower than other road courses around. This is definitely an old school track, been around since the 50s. And the BMW finishes up his 3 laps. Here comes the vet. Grabbing the checkered. And here comes Chris Mayfield, not too far behind.
Last car checker, right loaded.
So now we got the Hart Racing NSX Type S. First car out in the first run group. Followed by the Bandit 911. Looks like Mike Babcock is at the wheel this morning. We got the Grand Sport after that. And the last car is a very quiet Camaro. So now we have jumped up to 5 cars per run group in this group. And everybody filtering around on their recon lap.
Was that last one 58?
11. 58.
Well, 58 now, yeah, sorry. I counted up 4. I thought I had it wrong.
I get a lot worse when I'm hungry. Sometimes something catches somebody they'll wait around and start.
Yeah.
So I do the time.
Good job.
Okay.
Mike getting ready to take the green. So now we've got all 5 cars in this run group out on track, and here comes Chad in the NSX Type S already. I'm quite certain that they have probably done a ton of testing here with their plant being here in Ohio. Mike Babcock in the Bandit 911. Grain Sport finishing his first lap. Here we have the electric powered Camaro. No. Come on, Chip. NSX completing lap number 2. The flagman wanting to give the cars credit for one more lap than they've already run.
Yeah, can we get slower cars? They're pretty close.
Camaro skating through that last corner. Just went in with a little bit too much spirit. And here comes the NSX to complete his 3rd lap. Babcock way out on that last corner, but gathers it back quickly. Grand Sport across to finish his morning session, and then we're just awaiting the 2 Camaros. I hear him approaching the last corner.
Yeah, he just comes in.
And now, as the cars are running their cool down lap, as soon as the last car gets out past turn 4, we will release our next group. I think we're going to go with another 5 cars on this group. Looks like we got quite a few spectators out here this morning. And just remember, folks, most of our tracks, spectators are welcome. You definitely just have to sign the waiver to come check out the action with us. So if you're close by to one of the tracks that we're going to be at, come on out and visit us. We got the Rogerson family Corvette starting off first. Then we got the Grand Sport. We got Adam Spence in his S4. We got the
Doesn't want anybody up here. The timer doesn't want anybody up here. Behind the scenes. Thanks.
Probably because that's the timer. So he needs to see.
Oh, you gotta see.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks, man.
Big gap. Like Adam has let a large gap build up in front of him, and the Bullet Mustang is quickly closing the gap between the two of them. And here comes Super Dave in the MGB.
Oh,
Yeah, it looks like
yeah.
an app coming up there.
Yeah, they're both, they have pass. Yeah.
And the Mustang did get past the S4, coming up to the last corner. And now we're just waiting on Dave and the MGB. I see him coming up to the final corner.
I would put some cones on there because this is
He's having a hard time concentrating with you there.
Oh, okay.
Do the same thing from down there.
Yep. Well,
What do we got? 31?
31, 19.
and the rain has begun. So we are going to try to find a spot where we can get out of the rain. Here we go. Next group. Yeah, Tim. It just if it comes down pretty heavy to get the track wet, it will. Right now, it's just light drizzle mixed with some large drops.
I've been a track, but usually both. You can go with one if you want. It's just that there's nobody in the passenger seat. That's usually the pretty much what he said.
So last car showing up for this run group is the TL Type S from Hart Racing. We got the Toyota PE Motorsports GR86 going off second, like Kirk at the wheel. And then Mike Arrigo in the HOD. Car, I don't know. And the TLX down and away for his 3 laps in the morning session. Here comes Kirk in the 8.6, finishing up his first lap. We are live feeding.
Morning, folks. Welcome to Nelson Ledgers. Another beautiful day. A little spritz of rain, make everybody crazy. I'm happy.
He is happy with our discomfort. And he is very happy that we have 3 almost 700-mile transits this week, which I really don't care because we're riding in the RV. It's very comfortable.
I got a minivan. I love it.
Oh, I know. Minivans are great.
They're the best travel car ever.
The TLX from Hart finishing up lap 2.
You think there's a pass coming?
Yeah, that's the Acura's last and GT4 is first. So GT4 is going to get around them before he gets back.
Yeah.
And here comes Kirk.
We've done that before. If
Go ahead, Paul. The white 164 past the Hart Acura. Copy that.
And here comes Mike Arrigo finishing up lap number 2. Followed closely by the Cayman.
Got the 6-4 already. Checker green checker.
Copy that. Yeah, I think so too.
And here comes Kirk finishing up his morning run group.
Oh, it's right here too. But they're both successful. Maybe change the order. I don't know. They'll be fast this way.
And here comes Mike Arrigo with the other Cayman breathing down his neck as they cross the line to finish up their morning session. And now all we are awaiting is the TLX Type S from Acura Hart Racing. Tim, I don't think that was. Tesla leaving the track for a few minutes. Guess he needs to go out and get some more coal to charge for the afternoon session.
Like 26.
So next group going out. Got Randy Poach in the Hellcat. Ian heading out in the 8.6. James Ramathorn Hodges. Killer Whale Racing / Team Ramrod Camaro. Sean Troy heading out in the M5. And then the GT500. Yes, Tim, there are several Caymans to keep up with. So, any last minute instructions you gave your driver before heading out?
Yeah. So I learned this really awesome thing in school recently. They taught us that the pedal on the right, the long one, that's the one to go fast.
Okay.
So that's what you use.
So avoid the pedal on the left.
But on the right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. On the left just makes you go slower.
Gotcha. That is a new group that are here with the Red Bull Audi. We'll during the week we'll try to grab a hold of them and talk to them and find out all about them, which we're going to attempt to do during the week. Is M5 from European Roading Racing down in Charleston. Starting there at 3 laps. Yeah, the GT500 down in the way. No, you're not. And we ought to be seeing Randy any moment. There he is. Comes the 8.6, finishing up lap number 1. Hodges coming into Killer Whale Racing. Here comes the M5. Yeah, I hope we missed the most of the rain too. It is forecast to start coming down pretty steadily here around 10:30 or so. I'm hoping that doesn't happen. I hope we at least get all of the first run group through to let everybody have a dry track to run on. There comes the M5. Oh, we should be seeing Randy coming around to finish up his 3 lap. Randy tail end, slide out just a bit, gathers it up, comes across to finish his 3 laps of the morning session, followed by Ian in the 8.6. And here comes Hodges. And that concludes this run group. Like next up, we've got the CTS from Michelin, GT350, the Red Bull Audi, followed by another Audi, and then 911. And I think probably in the next couple of groups, maybe 2 or 3 groups from now, we may jump up to 6 cars per run group. We'll just see, because they do still want to keep a gap and minimize passing if all possible. And there's Solomon live on the IG. So next group we're going to have Camaro, Golf R, Tracy Ramsey and his Cayman, the first Golf R with the Schott family. Then we got Tracy in the Cayman, Eric Scheimer and his Golf R, and that'll be closed out by Steve Loudon in his Brute of a Durango. The Cadillac creeping up to the start line. I guess he feels that he had enough temp in the brakes and the tires. The CTS-V from Michelin down and away. GT350 followed by the first of our 2 TTs. So everybody is down and away with this run group. Run group after Steve Loudon's, like we got the Baxter Ronapa team in the GT3 RS. Rob Bowen in the Parts Farm Porsche. I'm going Corvette Camaro Supra. As the CTSV completes lap number 1. In the group after that, going to be Andy Hollis. And looks like a couple of the Nothing Leaves stock Volkswagens. So that Red Bull Audi pulls off track. He is going to DNF the morning session. He's apparently had some sort of issue and quickly dove onto pit road. So his morning run is done. So here comes the CTSV beginning his 3rd flying lap. GT350R, it's our GT350 finishing up lap number 2. Here comes the 2nd TT that is still circulating the track. And the TT has pulled a bit of a gap on the 911. So the next car you should see come in to view will be the CTSV from Michelin. And there he is, getting ready to take the checkered flag to finish the morning session. And the 911 concluding this group. Next run group heading out for their recon lap.
Well, hi there, Brian. How you doing?
Well, hi there, Solomon. How you doing?
I'm well. We just finished up our Instagram coverage of all these wonderful teams and drivers walking through the paddock, introducing everybody. And I'll tell you something. As we have a little lull in the action while the cars are circulating around and come back to start, we chatted with a real interesting perspective to the event because everybody else you go, how you doing? You nervous? You know what? Trying to get a sense of it. And this gentleman came out and said, fortunate. I thought about it for a second. I said, that's actually a really good way to describe this. And he went into expounded on it a little bit. And he was saying that, the way that I look at track days is that there are so many other people struggling with so many other things around the world and daily. And we're fortunate enough to be out here to do this. And that led to really, really interesting perspective because obviously everybody thinking about the rain, as they should be, performance as we're here. But it helps to put things in perspective, and that's true. And that's actually one of the things I will have this on there as well, the Valhalla Project, because as the back of the shirt says, everyone's struggling with something that you might not know. So just be kind. And I thought that really encapsulated what, as all this is going on, we should have in the back of our minds. So not to be preachy, but I thought that was a really neat shift in perspective from everything else that we were talking about. It kind of into a different mindset, which is neat. But here we go. We got cars taking the track now. Brian's lob right there. There we go. I'll hold on to this for a second while you go take care of some other stuff. All righty. So we got there's Steve Loudon and got Ben Schott, and we got some fun going on here. Steve Loudon, let's go watch this. And I want to get up to that timing tower because I want to see where he breaks into turn one. He was here, as we found out, on the Instagram feed a short time ago. He was here a couple of weeks ago, and I'm curious to see how he does.
He's already running like.
All
I
right.
never got below a minute 40. And this guy's up to running 138. I went to be low into the net. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Here's one. Making some good noise coming down the front straight. Got some fans just jumping up and down. Like to see kids excited to see these cars go by at full. Oh, here's the Durango. He's not braking that much earlier than anybody else in a very heavy car. So Steve Loudon putting on a good show. He's moving.
Black Volkswagen on the back, straight past blue Camaro.
Oh, we saw that coming, didn't we?
Yeah. Copy that,
I guess that's a shot, right,
What did
Ben?
he say on the radio?
Yeah, it was a pass.
Yeah.
VW
Black Camaro past the
Copy that.
black VW past the Camaro.
Yeah, VW's first, so that's 2.8.
Where's that? Oh, that's Eric. There we go. Yep, that's Eric Schieber.
53, correct?
Yep. There we go. Let's get some more loud noises. Running well. Chris Vanderwalk, we live in some good times. I seem to recall having a pretty good photo here with my GT500 with the factory Durango with the police lights on it chasing me down here. That was a good time.
Okay, for our Hellcat Durango has seen the checker. Go ahead and
No, it is not.
No, he hasn't.
No, it is not.
These ooh.
No, check it just coming out now.
As you can see, this is a well-oiled operation.
28 checker.
That was a great photo, a great time, a great memory with which was a very difficult year. At least personally, I remember I made it out here after 2019. My dad had just passed, and after sitting Shiva, Jewish tradition, came out here and met everybody at Nelson Ledges, and it was fantastic to be able to go see my motorsport family, which really helped pull my head out of it. And that's being able to do this kind of stuff truly is one of the great things, and it's something we're very fortunate to do. And I'm very fortunate after all these years to have such a big, wide motorsport family that was there too. So Steve having some fun finishing off this run group. Yeah. So let's move on down for our next run group here. That's a really pretty GT3 RS there. Should make some good noise coming around here. I love the fact that there's a family here, young kids, and everybody sort of enjoying it. And we're perverting another generation of car enthusiasts.
What do you get for order? Andy's in the way. Can you see the car number on the first one?
On the first one, 41. Woo! He left in a hurry. Rob Bowen in that Parts Farm 911 Turbo S, making a good noise. There you go, Robert Dubler. Robert Dubler, an interesting character, been here forever, one of the mainstays. Glad to have him back this year. Obviously, he's sort of the Willy Wonka of our event, and of Switzerland, to be quite frank. I mean, Robert owns a chocolate factory, of course, Dubler Chocolates, and kind enough to bring some for all of us as well every year.
a gentleman by the name of Randy Probst that would like to talk to you.
Randy Pope stealing some staff radios to
Where are you located, Brian?
to try and deal with things. All right.
Brian, he said he'll meet you at the gas pumps.
This should be a pretty neat session. We got some fairly high functioning cars. Hopefully the drivers are also high functioning today. So again, coming to the stop here. Standing start, waiting for everybody to load up last. And if you're not aware of how this is all scored, the cumulative of these laps is what you're scored off of. So lowest overall ET takes max points. Robert taking a different side of the track, doing things the Robert way. Yeah. Either a wave around or he's just orienting himself to the left side of the track. Yeah, he just wanted to be at the left side of the track. There we go. GT3 RS away and Rob Bowen and the Parts Farm Turbo S. Here we go. Launching. That thing gets away pretty good. So we do not have all of the Dubler crew here this year. And there are no HHRs this year, which is, for those of you who have been watching in years past, a different sight. Decidedly different. They were having a few difficulties sourcing parts for the vehicles to get them in working order for this year. and a few other things had conspired to keep the entire crew out, whose name escapes me at the moment. But we do have 2 cars from the Dubler entry here. Katie Paletti obviously has been a mainstay as well with the Dubler squad, and she's gotten to do this with Ned Nova this year, which is particularly meaningful for lots of reasons for her. Ooh, that sounds good. There we go. Haul in the mail for sure. Here we go. Corvette emptying out onto the front straight. Off the throttle, a little back pressure. Here's Robert coming around. And then one more Supra coming around.
keep looking to the corner, and there's a car coming and somebody going on the highway. I'm like,
No,
hey,
I'll
what's
do
that?
that
Is
too.
that a pass? No, no, that's a minivan.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and this year we don't have any minivans on track, oddly. So, question posed: do I enjoy running the event with the GT500 or covering the event in an RV better? So that is an interesting question, one that I had been grappling with as well, right? So I do love competition. I do love doing that, but for lots of reasons, a couple important ones, I had to take on this role this year again, helping to organize and kind of being able to bring the coverage and talk about this. And as Brock and I were speaking about earlier on the Instagram, there's a lot of new people this year. And it's sort of at that point of where, yeah, I love competition, but I want to see this event continue to go on. And to do so, we need to have people in the right places. So I am very fortunate enough to be able to welcome the new people here along with everybody else and continue the event. So there are positives to everything. We obviously don't get to where we're going anywhere near as quick as in the GT500. Here we go, checkered flag for here. Across the line one, and Rob reeling him in, doing a good job. Excellent. Yeah, obviously there are benefits to everything. We don't get to where we're going as quickly, but then again, we can go leisurely, be comfortable, have food, bathrooms, and and have a lot of fun. So right now on the transits, I get to road trip with one of my best friends, Brian, and a good friend Dave, and we've been having a good time. So and we've been able to help out some drivers as well if they need a place kind of chill out for a little bit. Obviously everybody going, we have some people working on a few things, so yeah, I don't think one's better than the other. They're just different experiences, both of which have great value. But that's a good question, and I suppose my long meandering answer is because I have yet to figure that out myself. All right, let's go take a look at Andy as he takes off. We're expecting great things. Well, I know he's not going to talk to me now, so I'm going to let the car talk as he takes off. There we go. Yes, they became the presenting sponsor. Comment brought to you by Doug McCabe. If you're down at Sebring, go harass him. And you know what? If you're out there in a smart car, please offer him a ride. Lord Reginald, place at the skid pad, fourth place. That was quiet. He made it. He's got the cool button engaged. Let's do it. All right. Jonathan, ready to go. Brad is engaged. Yes. There we go. Some more of that cool Zebulon arrow, and we talked about this before with Chris Mayfield, but I am just loving these side skirts on these again. You know, obviously Chris Mayfield we saw before here, and Zebulon doing a fantastic job again. And this stuff is not only functional, but really, really, really pretty. Nicely done.
I don't know if you can see because the sun's not out, but I made this splitter differently. It's got like a little glitter in it, and it matches the wrap. It's blue.
So it's you bedazzled your splitter.
Yeah.
Nice. We can add to it for you throughout the week.
Yeah.
Okay. Challenge accepted. Nice. All right. So with that, I'm going to hand you back over to Brian because I need to take care of some business. Hello, Brian.
Give me
Brian's face, it's so close.
Gimme.
I'm going to clip you on like this as you look at the ground.
Okay, here we go. Autocross Yoda, Andy Hollis, getting ready to take the green flag from Chip here in just a second. Until we, well, we're waiting on Brad. John Noble driving Brad. Here he comes, and there goes Andy. Reg up next. And now the Toyota PE Camry. And here comes John Noble and the Brad. Down and away. So, Tim, if you are still watching, there's Lisa and Tim in the Penguin Garage. Cayman. Looks like Lisa's going to be driving the morning session. And she'll be in that next run group. Here comes Andy finishing up lap number 1 in Tom's Daily Driver. Here comes Reg. The super quiet 8.6. Here's the PE grocery getter, as Aaron just called it a moment ago. Here comes John Noble and Brad. And the next group's going to be the M4, the Subaru. Mark John in the Camaro, Jim Bob in his Corvette. As Andy finishes lap number 2, and then we've got the Cayman Comes Reg and not Brad. Finishing up lap 2. There we go with the 8.6. With the grocery getter. And here comes John and Brad. Don't know if he had an off-track excursion or if just a little bit slower this morning. And then here comes Andy Hollis, finishing up lap number 3, completing his morning session. Here comes Reg Noble and not Brad. The grocery getter on the 8.6.
Well, they told us in the first half, we thought it was like had auto talk and stuff like that, and we were like, that'd be a little awkward. So Brian, how you doing?
We'll say there, Tim.
Getting ready for our first first time trial session, time attack session, One Life.
So she gets the dry track and you get the wet track this afternoon?
No, she gets them both today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we are excited though, for sure. Just taught her how to use the PDK launch control.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, so that's the first time she ever used it. So now she's the second time.
Now, will she remember it when she gets back around?
I hope so. It's press the brake, floor it, and then wait a second and go. Even up on the dash wheel to let you know.
Okay, so just remember, we are live. So your failure possibly will be viewed by tens of people.
It's okay. I took a video of her. I cut the part out of the video that was spinning at the wet skid pad.
There you go.
Good luck.
Well, have fun, Lisa.
No.
Josh trying to run me over on the grid.
Tried to run you over.
Yo, dude.
Oh, man, Steve.
How's it going, man?
Good. Did you get lost this morning and just...
Yeah, I homed in on the brake smell.
Ray and his son have not been out nearly long enough to be able to smell them. And by the way, if you're talking to him, you're going to have to... Here, well, let me give you the other one, because you're not going to be able to hear what he's saying.
No one wants to hear what I say.
We all want to hear what you're saying, because it's meandering and old man Steve stuff.
So did I tell you about the time?
There you go. Oh, take this. Talk into that. There you go. Now you're good.
So you were getting ready to tell a story. Tell the story.
I don't remember what the story is. I'm 70, man.
Again,
I'm old.
The official charity of the WOMAD, the Brockings Memorial Fund, which goes to the Alzheimer's Association.
What's your name?
Give me that, Steve. Give
You
me
don't
that.
want to, you don't want to talk to me.
Say
I've
bye.
been coming here longer than you've been alive, I think,
I don't know how long you've been coming here.
since 71.
So a year longer than I've been alive.
Well, a year longer.
Yep.
Yeah. This is home. Some people have Road Atlanta for home. This is home for me.
So like the next group is going to be Josh in the GTI, Amanda in Ned Nova, the E55 AMG, and then after that we got Amos in the Porsche, Mr. MIT himself. So Tim, Finch just said, "What are you doing? This isn't autocross, trasherita, or cooking." What do you have to say to Finch?
What do I have to say to Finch to that? Listen, I'm multi-talented, okay? I can branch out to wherever I feel like it. How many people do you see painting their nails like this, in support of their team? So I would ask Finch, where is his team spirit right now? What is he doing? Those American voices.
He's in Alabama doing
know.
nothing.
I know. It's sadness.
Yeah.
So much sadness right there.
Miss you, Finch. Not really.
I do like his car. Every time I see the car.
Yeah.
It's so pretty. So yes.
Oh, he says he's in Miami for F1.
Oh, okay. I'll give him a pass for right now.
Ooh, Ryan special.
Ryan had white.
All right, here comes Jim Bob. Followed closely by Lisa in the Cayman. We most likely will have a pass there. There goes Mark John finishing his morning run. And Lisa did get around Jim Bob. So Dan's getting ready to send the next group out. As soon as he gets a call from the corner workers that the last car on track has passed by T4. And there he goes. Now Amanda away in Ned. The AMG. Amos in his Porsche. And then we got the Rambler Ambassador station wagon. I think next group is going to be, first three cars going to be the Brake father and son combo in their Camaro. Tyler in his Vet, and Scott Mattis in the Purple People Eater. And here is a KDP,
Hello.
owner of that beautiful Ned Nova, waiting on Amanda to come around to run her
Oh yeah, patiently.
patiently.
Patiently, yes. This is the first time he's ever been on a road course. Very exciting. I'm not gonna cry. I'll be fine.
Is he behaving?
Yeah, really. What? But keep sending all of the good juju and vibes. All of it. Don't stop because it's only day 2. So
I have faith.
yeah. Look at this son of a gun. I
Look
can't
at this.
handle it. Oh, my little magnificent beast.
Well, and you've got a hell of a driver behind the wheel.
This is the person I want to shake him down.
So now we wait to see if Amanda can pass Josh. This should be fun. If that happens, you may see Katie
No, if that happens,
handspringing, cartwheeling.
poor Josh, because the gloating, he'll never hear the end of it. Josh, truly, I'm rooting for Josh right now at that point, if that's the case, because he'll never hear the end of it. There he is. Attaboy. However, ooh, Mercedes might. Ooh.
The Rambler on a tear. And here comes Amos in his 911. We're just waiting to see Josh show up coming out of that final corner. I see him in the background coming up. You should be seeing him coming into frame any second. And there he is. And I hear Ned. Oh, I caught a glimpse of Ned's roof. You see him. There he is. Amanda at the wheel. I would say probably Loudon's. Because looking at that Rambler the other day, it's pretty much stripped out. Of course, you know, full cages, I'd almost step into a hole and break an ankle. Or break a cankle, I don't know. And here comes Amos. And 911 finishing his second lap. Oh, the Rambler, it's huge. It's a land yacht. But it's got enough rust and patina that it's probably lost 200 pounds just from that. But it is a neat car. And here comes Josh, finishing up his third lap in his morning session. And here comes Ned. Followed by the Rambler. The Rambler did get back past the AMG. Katie seems very happy on Ned's performance. Big smile on her face. And if you guys don't know the story of Katie's Nova, check out her YouTube channel. It's called Beauty's Got Muscle. And she's got a great video on the history of that car and her love of that car. It's a great watch. There goes the Purple People Eater. Then Wing Grandpa's looks like Wendell is at the wheel because I see John standing up there on the wall shooting video. Well, we got everybody circulating the track on their recon lap. They should be rolling into, yep, there they go. I was going to say they should be rolling into shot any second. Here comes the father and son duo of the brakes. Looks like Papa Brake Ray at the wheel for this morning. Waiting on the rest of the run group to filter in. There's Scott Mattis in his wife's purple mock one. Little M2 down and away. Wendell off and running in the Wing Grandpa's Racing Camaro. Here comes Ray finishing up his first lap. Tyler getting a little loose out of that last corner, but gathers it up. Gets the power back down. Here comes Scott in the Purple People Eater. The M2. A couple of the cars just kind of stumbling through the last corner on this run group. Here comes Wendell. Finish up his first lap. Ray starting his final lap. Tyler once again with a little issue coming out of that final corner. Mark coming through there quite easily. And the M2, same thing. Both the Corvette and the M2 the past two laps have had a slight little bobble exiting that last corner. Wendell nice and smooth all the way out the other side. Here comes Ray around to finish up his 3 laps. Tyler and Mark finishing up. And here comes Wendell in the Camaro. Finishing up his morning session. Look at our next eclectic run group. Grosper is going to be the first car out in the next group. And we got Bob and the Bob and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Looks like this next group's going to, after the current group that's on track, is going to be Supra, Corvette, and then looks like M3.
Who's left? If the first one does it, they all will follow suit.
I think everybody's deciding to deep stage this run group. Yeah, there we go. Somebody figured it out. Over this to the Sunday Cup cars. Here comes Pat.
doesn't wait for a point buy. No one, Kevin, probably not. Yeah, you're right. Hopefully finds a good spot. Yeah. Right.
Team Ramrod, racetrack. Team Ramrod, racetrack. Who wants a mustache ride?
Super Troopers 3. Stay in the track.
That's right, Super Troopers 3, one lap
Ben is the
edition.
leader of Cola. Got him. Yep, we got him. He's got too much power. I don't know why. Because he's the last one to register. Oh, yeah. Well, he's never been here.
So we have had a pass on track. So like I said, after the next run group, got some of the Sunday Cup cars, and then looks like the Dad Bod Car Mod guys.
So you're gonna stay up here just to see if it actually stops or not? I'm just watching. That might be the way out without having to cross the What do you think the rain station? Not a spare in your watch? Oh. Yeah. This is my wheel wedding ring. I haven't worn it for years with jobs and things and stuff. I put it on my watch. Oh, okay. And my wife started bitching about it recently.
I'm watching you live, and
I wear it every day. We talk about it. It's right there. And this over the freaking thing. I bought, yeah.
So we're getting Rosper and his Supra. Bob and Ted and their vet.
Well,
Uncle Howard getting ready to take off. And then the Moody's and their M3. Becky and Scott talking strategy before they go out. Becky's telling Scott, "Shut up! I know what I'm doing." The other half of the Track Walking Podcast, Seth Lemke, getting ready to roll out in the Kia. The Kia. Ooh, Kia. The Kia is very stiff.
Well, I mean, it's no Mazda 2, but we got some tricks up our sleeve.
You won't pass her.
No.
Then we got the Celica All Track. Then we got the Corvair racer, Mr. Hal. Drive backwards.
I like it in the rear.
Drive backwards.
Right.
Yeah. It's scary. Oh, he's handing out money. So we're down to let's see, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11 cars left to go. So we may get those out in 2 run groups. As Grosper heads around finishing his first lap. Bob blazing by. And here comes Uncle Howard in that Corvette powered by New York State maple syrup. And here comes Grosper across the line, beginning his final lap this morning's run session. So I think this next run group is going to be 5 cars. And then the last run group will be 6, led by the 2 Dad Bod Car Mod cars. Then the McKay brothers in their Mustang. Fred in the Blackwing. Then the Cayenne. And the Mercedes. And that will complete the morning session here. And I think one of our sponsors today, DEI, is providing here comes and finish up his morning session. Looks like he pulled a pretty good little gap out of the Corvette of Bob. And so once Howard gets around to about turn 4 or so, they will release the next group. There goes Becky and Mooncake. Seth in the Kia. Celica followed by Hal in the Mini. And then Don in the Aston. Looks like Fred's over there getting some last minute instruction from Dave. Yeah, there she is.
Okay, just as a reminder, we're coming up on the second last run group right now. If you haven't gone yet, lunch, I would recommend doing that so that everybody's not going up on the same time.
Celica waving around Hal in the Mini. And then here comes Don in the Vantage as Becky down and away in Mooncake. And now everybody is on track. And here comes Becky finishing up lap number 1 in the little Mazda 2. Seth chasing her down in the Kia Rio. Next, we should see Hal coming in the Mini, and there he is. If you remember from the interview with Hal and Brad, Brad had to rebuild the engine in that Mini right before the event. Here's the Celica by. And now we're just waiting on seeing Don Harris in the... And I see Becky headed this way. She'll be coming into frame momentarily. There she is. Getting on the rev limiter there just a touch as she begins her third and final lap. Only like she gave just a little bit of stab of brake going into turn one as Seth goes by, finishing his second lap. Here comes Hal in the Mini. Zipping by. And the Celica starting their third lap. Last car in the group, the Vantage, should be popping into view just a few seconds. There he is right there. And here comes Becky, finishing up her morning run. Let's see if she continued to pull a little bit of a gap on Seth. I see the top of Seth's Rio coming into view now. Hal finishing up. And here comes on this run group. Now we are down to what should be our final run group. We got the two Dad Bod Car Mod cars. We got the McKay Brothers Mustang, Fred Edelman in his Black Wing. The Cayenne, and then the AMG. So the group of the morning session is out on their recon lap.
The last run group is on the track. And EAI has been good enough to provide lunch for the competitors. Please take full advantage of it. Thank Will if you can find him. He'll be wandering around the pits. We will restart at noon. And take a nice long lunch break. Make sure the corner workers get something to eat too.
Brock making an announcement that we're going to take a little bit longer of a lunch break, and we are going to fire up the afternoon session at noon. We're going to give the corner workers a nice little long break to get some food. And here we go. The Dad Bod Car Mod cars. Looks like the McKays let Fred pass. And the Turbo Corolla is away. And now the Supercharged Corolla is away. Fred deep staging the Blackwing. And AMG is away. So all the cars are circulating on track for the final run group. So here come the first of the Corollas, finishing up lap 1 of 3. And looks like the second Corolla had to give Fred a point by. Cayenne is slowly catching the Mustang, and somebody must be in trouble. Daryl?
That's the tractor driver.
They're coming for you.
Oh. Well, it was nice knowing everybody.
Yep. Say goodnight, Darnell.
I'll see y'all later.
So it appears that Fred has gotten past both Corollas. And the next thing you see, yep, looking off into the distance, the Cayenne did get around the Mustang.
Ryan, hi, the cops are here.
And here comes Fred by to take the check. Next, we should see the two Corollas. One Corolla, two Corolla. And we should see the Cayenne coming into frame now. There he is. And the Mercedes got past the Mustang. They're on the final lap. And with that, that is the conclusion of the morning run group here with the 2023 Tire Rack One Lap of America presented by Grassroots Motorsports Magazine. Media coverage this week brought to you by Hooked on Driving, hookedondriving.com. So, yes, we are here at Nelson Ledges. We're going to take a break for lunch. We will fire the stream back up for the afternoon run group at 12 o'clock noon Eastern. So we will see you in about an hour and 15 minutes back here on the live stream. Thanks so much for watching.